This is Dodonaea viscosa Purpurea, purple hopseed bush, and pretty popular shrub with a wide range of where you can use it. It's a large shrub. It gets 10 to 12 feet wide by 12 to 18 feet tall, and you're looking at a planting that's next to the Golden Gate Bridge. And one of the things to look at is obviously the foliage color. This is what this variety is known for and why I'm showing you this one. It's a bit more interesting than the straight green variety, and this foliage color is why. Here's a very good picture of a mature one. One of the things I wanted to show you here was how the outer growth has the the more purple or maroon color to it, and then the older growth down lower is green. The reason I'm showing you this too is it shows you a very mature one. This thing's almost 18 feet tall and probably 15 feet wide, 12 to 14 feet wide. So it's big, but this is what they become if you let them. And I always like designers to know what a plant really wants to do naturally if you let it. This is a planting showing straight Dodonaea viscosa next to Purpurea. And the dark purple one here may be Saratoga. That's a variety that's propagated by cuttings to maintain its characteristics, but the more common variety is Purpurea. So back to some of the details here. One of the important things to know about this is the foliage color, that the purple color is mainly on the new growth. And when you see these shots where I look down inside of the plant, note that the foliage down there is green. Secondly, that color comes from when the plant is receiving or the leaves are getting sunlight. And see how it's green down in there? So as the leaves mature and they get less sunlight, they're going to turn green. This particular planting gets pruned on a regular basis, so the new growth is plummy and in color, and also it's getting sunlight directly on the leaves. That's very important for a lot of these interesting plants with great foliage color. Is light from the sun is a lot of the trigger. And you can see bits of green popping through in this plum colored one here in this planting as well. So just something to note is that sunlight is really important. If you plant this shrub under a tree or in an area where it's fairly shady, you'll get a muddy purple color or none at all. You may just get straight up green, so be aware of that. So these are very easy to grow. They're tolerant of almost all soils, and this is next to the Golden Gate Bridge. They get severe kind of temperature swings with fog and seaside conditions. These are very drought tolerant once established, and hardy down to about 0 degrees Fahrenheit, just so you know. But it's a larger plant, and to me in design, if I'm going to use this, I want to give it a minimum of 5 to 6 feet wide. If you don't give it that much width, you're going to be fighting it a lot. And one of the things I look for in design is to not overdo the maintenance. And then height-wise, again, they're keeping this one, I'd say 6 feet tall or so, but that's going to take regular pruning to make that work. And the further away you try and keep it from its ultimate size that it wants to be, the more work you're going to have to do to keep it there. So just be aware of that when you're deciding whether to use a big plant like this and whether you really got room to let it run the way it wants to. So there's a good shot of the seed pods. So that's another thing these are known for, is their seed pods are very colorful and interesting looking. And so just note that that's an added feature for the plant, are these really attractive pinkish seed pods on this variety. I think that's what I can tell you that really matters about purple hopseed bush. Great plant in the right location, and I know I'm always looking for interesting foliages to play with in design, And on a larger scale, this is definitely one of these. Really good for a large screen plant as long as you have the width to accommodate it. And that is Dodonaea viscosa Purpurea, purple hopseed bush. Enjoy.